But it is what it is and what it ain't. It's Wild Wednesday in the SWAC with Orange G, baby. Check me out. I'm live and I'm direct from the Boom Boom Room. It's Wednesday. A couple of more days. We're going to rock this funky joint. You already know what's going on. We're going to check out the latest volleyball. And you can see FAMU is totally dominant in volleyball, followed by Jackson State. I think this volleyball tournament going to be something to watch. Also in football, it's time to clinch or go home. I got Jackson State Valley highlights. We're going to break it down to you to show you how you can actually score on Jackson State. But if your defense cannot withstand the ground game from Jackson State, you're in some trouble. So we're going to find out. That game is Saturday. And with all the people that's going to be streaming Jackson State and Alabama State, I'm thinking about just going ahead and streaming the Southern game if Southern plays on ESPN Plus. So we're going to figure that all out. But you already know what time it is. I got to start you off with a little black known SWAC fact. And this is a great one here. To me, one of the best corners to come out the SWAC. And no disrespect to anybody else, but you know, hey, you gotta call it what it call it, man. When you checking out people like this, when it comes to history, the way that that these men played the game back then, it gives you a great appreciation for them. So this is Mr. Mel Blount from Southern University. Get this thing full screen. Oh, here we go. Just a remarkable thing. And a little bit about Mr. Blount. He's from Vidalia, Georgia. When these players back then went to Southern and Grambling, Jackson State, and Prairie View, or Texas Southern, FAMU, or whatever, the talent level that they brought to those schools and universities, a lot of these men didn't play their first year. That's how much talent the SWAC had. But Mel Blount, he's one of those dudes, man, that you got to understand, wasn't not too much getting past him, man. He played 14 seasons in the NFL, and every single season he had at least one interception. Played 14 seasons, and the thing about him, he wasn't that big. He wasn't that small either. But he was an all-pro when he safety and cornerback at Southern, and he came and played for the Steelers when he got drafted, and he became a starter. He didn't allow a single touchdown at the right cornerback in his first season. That lets you know something. These men were not playing. Mel Blount and Lim Barney and all those guys, man, they were just awesome people. And what I don't like is how long it took for some of them to get into the Hall of Fame. Mr. Blount stopped playing in he stopped playing in 83. He was probably one of the faster ones to get to the Hall. He got in 89. But some of these guys, man, didn't get in until 2020, 2021. And if you look how this man played, this was a true corner. He could tackle. He could actually catch. Most corners can't catch. They can cover, but they can't catch. I always tell people the hardest position to play in football is cornerback and punt returner. I tried both of them. And trust me, I was so happy when that ball hit the ground when on that punt return. You're talking about one of the hardest hits you could take, man. Please, man. Mel Blount, he was known for bump and run. You don't see bump and run nowadays. I've shown you video of why all these people in the SWAC are playing so far off the ball. Nobody wants to get beat. But they had to end up changing the rules with bump and run. You couldn't harass. That's why they give them that little after 5 yards you can't touch them. It was players like Mel Blunt there that was so gangster playing corner. They had the receivers were crying. They needed to get some help. So, what else you can say about this guy, man? He recovered 13 fumbles, 2 of which he returned for touchdown. He was the NFL most valuable player in 75, 77, 81, played in 5 Pro Bowls. And also, this is another thing. We talk about all these players with multiple Super Bowl rings. Mel Blunt, Jerry Rice, John Stallworth, all those guys got 4 rings or more. You know, Mr. Blunt had a Super Bowl 9, 10, 13, and 14. So you got to understand, the SWAC has been that conference. The players that came through the SWAC has been that conference. It's just that you don't know about them, you don't hear about them until you watch people like me, whatever you want to call me, streamer, YouTuber, whatever. Just don't call me the N-word or boy. We'll be okay. But you watch people like me that can actually bring you real history about the SWAC. And I hope you take what I'm telling you and go back and look it up. And you can see for yourself that these men deserve way more credit. I always will keep saying this. If I was Southern, Grambling, Jackson State, I would have the biggest statues of my NFL Hall of Famers sitting outside of my stadium. I see the murals. I see the paintings and stuff. I need these big statues. Not to be like these other conferences, because you know they got them at the SEC schools. I want statues of these SWAC players. So there goes some of his stuff right there that I was reading to you. The man just stay gangster with it, man. And that's him, Mr. Mel Blunt. And that's your little black known SWAC fact. Oh, I hope this thing up loud enough. All right. Let you look at that for a second. Salute the Southerns. Salute to Mr. Blunt. That's what it's all about. Now today we're gonna check out the the women that are those women in the volleyball standings. We already know who the soccer champs is. Salute the Southern once again. And where is it at? The volleyball standings. Like I said, I try to give the women a lot of credit and shout outs and whatever. But FAMU, Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman, and Prairie View. This is going to be a great tournament, in my opinion. Volleyball is a great sport to watch. These women put in a lot of hard work, and salute to them. And if you look at the overall and conference record for Jackson State and FAMU, they doing pretty damn good, you ask me. FAMU is 14-0 in conference, followed by Jackson State is 12-2, then Bethune-Cookman and Prairie View, and FAMU is 22-6 overall. FAMU was back-to-back SWAC champions until Jackson State upset them last year. So I think Jackson State and FAMU gonna get it on again for the in the tournament, which is gonna be a great thing. Bethune-Cookman and Prairie View, they overall records are not that impressive, but hey, win you in. That's all I can tell folks. So that's the women, and I know they play Friday. Man, come on with it. Yeah, Friday. They got games Friday and Sunday. Valley takes on Bethune. Jackson State is at FAMU. That's Friday at 5 Central, 6 Eastern. Alcorn at Alabama A&M. And Pine Bluff is at Prairie View. That Jackson State and FAMU game, it's Friday at 6-5. I'm about to see if I can try to watch that game. Then they get, like I said, they play Sunday. Everybody plays Sunday. And look at Valley. Valley playing FAMU. Valley gonna beat somebody in one of these sports, and we're gonna find out pretty soon. So that's it for the ladies and volleyball. Now this football, But we about to check out these. We're gonna check out Jackson State. How you can actually put Jackson State on their heels a little bit. Not a lot now. I mean, oh man, here we go with this again. I really believe there's gonna be a team, and I'm pretty sure if they do make it to the SWAC championship, all this videotape out, we gonna definitely see. Now, hey, I'm gonna tell you now, not too much on Valley. Oh, hey, watch yourself. Now, you already know if a special team play made the highlight, something is about to happen. Oh, turn this thing off. Now, this young man, this returner for Jackson State. I don't know why y'all kicked the ball to this man. Now you down there, freeze it. Now you got two players that can tackle him right there. This joker is so quick. Watch this. Wow, right up the middle. Lucky he didn't take this one to the house, man. Stop kicking him the ball. You kick him the ball, it's a good possibility he's going to score. All right, now get to Jackson State. Valley did not bend. Yeah. I mean, they bend, they didn't break. It's just field goals. Jackson State has a field goal kicker. Now, the next Valley didn't do nothing. In the next possession, the run pass option for Jackson State is working very, very well. Freeze it. Right there, those linebackers are frozen. This wide receiver right here, he's open. I have no idea what this other linebacker was doing. You don't see this man passing you? So that RPO froze three linebackers. This man is wide open from the get-go. Look at that. By the time you get back, ain't nobody in his way but the referee. Protection pretty good. Valley was bringing the heat, but protection was pretty good. Watch how that quarterback steps up. Step up away from the pressure, throws into the ball. Look at him. Look at it. What I say, wide open. Wide open. You see him right here? Now he just slipped past all three linebackers. This cornerback is ball watching the quarterback for some reason. Turn to the left. Your man is right there, pimp. Now, this catch, this what separates players from athletes. This is an athletic catch. The ball was high and behind him. He's running full speed to the left. He jumps up, turns back to the right, and was able to snag it. This is what pro scouts need to be looking at. You can say they playing against Valley, whatever. 99% of the wide receivers would not be able to catch that ball. Let it go. That's a great catch. Horrible pass, great catch. Once again, Jackson State couldn't score. Field goal. Let's give him some black. All right. Now, Valley has the ball. This is what I'm talking about. Now, Jackson State is in a typical 4. That's a 4-3. But that outside linebacker, he has that wide receiver over to your left. Now, you have twins right and left. Here comes the pressure. You see it? This defense, this corner is like a delayed, not even a delayed cornerback blitz. He was coming. Look, he's coming. He's coming. Now, hot route right here. But he sees that man coming. This man is wide open. Him, not so much. Let it go. Wide open, wide open. Pressure almost got there, but you got two wide open receivers. Hit the one underneath. Look at that. Look how much room he got to run. Underneath route. That was a great one. All right. You inside the red zone, 1st and 10. This is how you can do Jackson State. You ain't got that much space. Trust me. That end zone from the 10-yard line, that's not a lot of space to work with. And you're on the left hash. So more than half of your field is taken away. So the wide side of your field is to the right. Let it go. Pass all the way, huh? Look at my man down here. He could have hit him on a quick screen. Could have. Look who they forgot. Coming out the backfield. Not touched, none of that stuff. This linebacker sees him, but you got to move. You got to move. This man is open. He's getting ready to block. This man is covered. But out of this backfield, boom, look at that. Wide open. You better be careful. I'm pretty sure Alabama State is looking at that. That is how you can score on Jackson State. Nothing too fancy. See, watch again. See that linebacker right there? That's in the screen right here? That's his man over there to the left that's coming out the backfield. Waited to by the time he realized it, the ball is in the air. Look how much ground you got to make up to get to him. Pitch and catch. Ball was a little bit behind him because of the pressure, but he got rid of it. Now, all you got to do now is make some athletic moves and get to the end zone. Boom. In there. I hope Alabama State is watching this game. Jackson State got the ball back. Now, this is where Jackson State can hurt you. Great blocking by everybody. He has a hat on him. This lineman is actually pulling. This linebacker's done. Wide receivers engaging. That hole is big enough for what? Wide Wilmer for West Virginia to drive through. Look at that. Like Moses and open up the Red Sea. Look at them linemen down there blocking. These guys don't need too much. Look at them blocks. He done pancaked him. If you know what a pancake means, you knock your defensive lineman down on the ground, then you lay up on him. It's called pancaking. But that is a great hole. Lucky this joker didn't take it to the and look, even downfield. That's 15 yards from the ball. He's still there trying to block. That's great blocking. Look at that. Woo. Telling you, if Herb Muller can get a crease on you like that, watch it again. Your defensive end is trying to come and crash down, right? He took what he was supposed to do, take the running back. Guess what happens? RPO. He stumbles a little bit, but regains his balance. Great fit downfield blocking. Boy, lucky he didn't get his head taken off. And once again, Valley Hill, field goal. TC will get a little worried. Can't get in the end zone. It's all right, coach. Just give it a little time, like Novocaine. Give it a little time. Start working. All right, Valley got the ball again. All right, Valley, contrary to belief, they don't give up. It's just they ain't that good just yet. They getting there. A couple of years from now. All right, you got that bunch set. Safety valve. These two wide receivers here are going to clear out. Look, comes back for the ball. He was open. But guess what? Steps up, avoids pressure. Boom. Hit his safety valve. Look at this. What should have been a 5-yard gain turned into a 25-yard gain. All right, Valley got the ball on Jackson State. Now, this touchdown did surprise me. Jackson State defensive line is pretty daggone good. RPO, everybody's coming crashing down. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he gets behind his blockers, and then the big ugly start pushing him over. Look at that big old joker there. Big 79 gonna get on top of them people. Look at that. They clogged it. Boom. Moved him off the ball, baby. Just pushing. So you can score on Jackson State. I have no idea why Valley tried an onside kick here. If you're going to try an onside kick, you might want to have a better strategy than this. Look what happens. Ball on the ground. Man picks the ball up and he held on for dear life. Boy, that's Valley doing some Valley stuff. Try to catch him napping and they caught you napping. That man had to ride that man back. Let me ride that. Don't get. All right. Next play, Jackson State got the ball. Now this when things started to go south. RPO, nobody really bid on that RPO, but look at your wide receiver matchup. Pretty much covered, right? There you go. Shit. Don't give Herb that mother freaking chance, boy. Nobody bit. He took it on to the house. All right, next play. You already know what's about to happen. This is where grown men are made in the trenches. You give me, I put my 5 or 6 up there. You give me your 5 or 6. See who's gonna move the ball. Actually, Valley's in actually good position. The corner is coming through, and the defensive end actually beat that running back or whoever wide receiver that was right there. Too late. Boom. Took him on to the end zone. That's why I tell you it's a player, and then you got an athlete. Look at that. Watch. See? Just that fast. All right, next. All right, this is when Jackson State started to feel themselves. Almost, look at all that time. There's nobody there. All that time. That man could have ran or did what he wanted to. Throws a underneath or a screen route, whatever you want to call it, that's underneath. You got to make that tackle, young man. You do not make that tackle, you in some trouble. Missed the tackle, first down. Open field tackle, one of the hardest things to do. All right, Jackson State has trips left. Single at the bottom. Valley's in it's a 4-2. I don't understand. Well, stop trying to figure it out while you run that crazy defense. All right, now, he's definitely open. Guess what? Look at all this over here. That defensive end, you ain't no factor, really. All this is open. He's concentrated. He sees it, but guess what? It's a little too late. Because look what's coming down there. Look at Big Boy. That's one thing you got to give about these Jackson State offensive line. They know their assignment. You get down there, man, come on, bro. Man, you get your little self hurt. He ain't want no smoke. He trying to run away from Look, he trying to run away from Big Boy. He don't want that smoke. I don't blame him. Look at it. Then he just went on right on around you. Woof. Good design run. Spread them out. Quarterback draw. Next play. Now, everybody looks to be in position. But guess what? No pressure. Wide open. Run that ball up their throat. Wide open. Yep. Put your hand on your hips and wonder. Look at that. Look at that. That's blocking. Excellent blocking. One-on-one blocking. Was there some holding going on there? Probably. But that's excellent blocking. But you got umpire right there. You look at Clifford. That's wide open there, man. Man, say he's Superman. Next play. Herb Mulligan. You actually have a linebacker in place to make this tackle. You got to come up in that hole and you got to be a grown man. Because if not, this is what happens. Whoop! Still can't get him down. You got to be a grown man. Next play. When Jackson State started feeling themselves like this, it's a wrap. Defensive end is doing his job. He actually beat that tackle on this play. It's RPO, run pass option. When you over pursue, nobody behind there, this linebacker right here should have slid over. I don't know what he's looking at. The hole is to your left. Well, his right, our left. Look how fast by the time you get over there, arm tackling is not going to help you with them. It's not going to help you. It is not going to help you. And then they out there second line. It is even better. This is freshman from Atlanta that Jackson State has. That little joker is super quick. He sees it. He sees that linebacker looking at that hole. But look at this. Look how wide that is. And if somebody that fast, man, wide wimmer for West Virginia can ride through there. Look at that. Number green. He looking around like where everybody at? Old Valley. This is where the monsters come. Look at them monsters. You get beat off the ball. Look at big man got them hands up. What they say, mama, there go that man. Almost took his head off. Somebody hit me like that, I'm calling the police. The Jackson State fans don't even see them throughs. Try to catch him, try to change the count real quick. Them dudes coming. Backing up farther and farther. Get rid of the ball. You got wide receivers open. When you actually sit there, you couldn't see it, but right behind that referee, that man was wide open. But when that pressure comes to you, and here it is. Probably the best interception. Watch this angle of this interception. Probably the best interception you're going to see all year. Mama, here come that man. You had to get rid of. That man got hit. I'm throwing the ball too. You ain't going to keep hitting me, man. They did a good job. You needed that. Watch this interception. Look how he caught the ball. The receiver had fell down. He fell on top of the receiver, and he had ball awareness skills to catch that ball like that. Look how he caught it. That's some yoga there. Ball was between his legs. Jackson State get the ball back. When you play so far off the ball like that, this man is standing there wide open. Out of the picture. That's your man. If he would have pump faked, if he was to pump fake him, this guy was wide open. Both of them wide open. But if he come underneath, I'd take 10 yards, but he could have hit him and went for a touchdown. The train was rolling. Defensive end comes and crash down like he's supposed to. What happens? Whoop, over pursuit. Then he took him for a ride, man. And number 44 is not no small joker, man. What's that, first and goal? Look at it. Wide open. Definitely wide open. See it? The motion man, wide open. Didn't nobody move with the motion man. Snag, catch, touchdown. Basic, simple plays. That ain't that hard. Look at it. There's nobody from 5 yards. And like I said, the end zone is from the 10-yard line to the end zone is not that far. The back of the end zone ain't that far. Yeah, you can try to dub him at the goal line. All you got to do is hit that thing down. Go up over Jackson State. Here we go. Run play. Now, come on, man. Somebody come up, step up. Gets around. Once he gets around there, this man right here, even though this block is on him, you have to make that tackle. Because if you don't, this is what happens. Whoop. Whoop. Woof. Woof. Poor guy, man. That dude ankles left his ankles in Jackson. Watch this. I'm trying to slow it, catch it. Oh, here it is. 1-on-1. Juke move. I don't know how them little kids play that game, but you got all them little buttons that you can make that dude. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, poor fella, man. Look how he did him. Poor fella. Oh, good gracious, man. I don't know how that makes a top 10 Sports Center. And then they start wearing you down. By this time, you wore down. No, hey, that running lane, you in pursuit, he got you tied up. It's a wrap, man. That's the third running back. They got 3 of them. Then he cock it up on him, 1-on-1. Just beautiful. You ain't scoring no touchdown on me. When I see your hands up, if I'm beat, I'm tackling you. I don't care. Put me out the game, coach. You are, especially in college, it's only 15 yards. Watch this again. Pocket clean. 1-on-1 coverage. He had to actually wait for the ball. See? Look how wide open he is. He has to sit there and wait for the ball. I'm diving at you right there. You ain't catching me. It's crazy. That's crazy work. Now, this right here, I didn't understand. Jackson State was favored by 38 points. If Valley scores, Jackson State actually loses 51-50 on the point spread. Point spread, that is. I had my fingers crossed for Valley. But this is actually good work from the secondary. High points the ball. Look at that. Wide receiver never seen it coming. And that's how that game ended. Good gracious. Yeah. One more look at it. Throw it up. High points. Whew, poor Valley. And that's how Valley end up getting beat by Jackson State. But as you see, if you watch the beginning of the highlights, I showed you how you can score on Jackson State. And I'm pretty sure Alabama State is looking at it. Now let's look at the upcoming matchups we got. And I think Friday they'll finalize the actual TV, the TV who's playing on what channel. I know Valley and FAMU is playing on HBCU Go. So, but like I say, all the games come on. And tomorrow night on ESPNU, Grambling versus Alabama A&M. Hey, Alabama A&M is feeling themselves. So is Grambling. Somebody got to lose. But the Jackson State, Alabama State is the game, basically the game of the week, which I know will be on ESPN Plus. But you got to keep a look on Southern. If Southern wins, they clinch the West. If Alcorn lose and Southern lose, they still clinch the West. But if Alcorn wins and Southern wins, Southern clinches. So Alcorn State is probably giving Pine Bluff all of Southern's information. I know I would be. So that Alcorn and Fairview game is going to be important. So is the Southern and Pine Bluff. Fairview can be spoilers. Fairview can put Alcorn State out their misery. Can it happen? Who knows, man? And Bethune-Cookman and Texas Southern, hopefully y'all have a good halftime show. I don't see too much, nothing else happening. But that's what we got so far, and I don't really see. Oh man, what's up, HBCU band talk? Bethune-Cookman said they are gonna put Texas Southern out of their misery. I guess, man. But I really want folks to pay attention to that Jackson State and Alabama State game. Best offense versus best defense. You cannot beat that with this game being so important. What I mean so important, because if Jackson State win this game, it's over for the East. And Jackson State, how they feeling right now, and I don't blame them, but how they feeling right now, hell with the SWAC championship, they starting to get their tickets for Atlanta. If they win tomorrow, watch Jackson State fans start buying tickets for the SWAC championship game and hotel rooms in Atlanta. Y'all think I'm playing? Because they win, they are not even worried about playing against Alcorn. They want to beat Alcorn. And then, like I said, if they have to play Southern, I'm going to feel bad for Southern. Because Jackson State going to put it on. Southern has a problem at quarterback. It's like every game they doing a 2-quarterback system. One of them messes up a little bit. They put the other brother up in there. And then somehow they end up winning. So that's the crazy part, though, man. So you look at those jokers, man. Southern, I don't know how they keep winning. Every highlight or game that you watch of them, you have to scratch your head. But first year head coach, they bought into the system using 2 quarterbacks. They pass defense is pretty good, but with the quarterback play in the SWAC right now, it's only 1 or 2 of them that's pretty decent, man. So I really want to see Alabama State if they can stop Jackson State from running. Does anybody think Alabama State can hold Jackson State to under 100 yards? That's the question to me. Because if you can stop Jackson State running game and make that quarterback pass, he does have talented wide receivers. But as you've seen, he had 1 good pass for that touchdown, but he had some other passes throughout the game questionable. So we will definitely find out Saturday. It may be all over Saturday. Everybody talk about Valley. Come this Saturday, 10 other teams can join me and Valley on the couch. Bring your own beer. I drink Old English 800. So we'll find out Saturday if the big girls have tuned up and let everybody start singing. Because especially Prairie View upset Alcorn. Oof. And the game is in Texas. So, hey, it's SWAC football. Anything can happen on a Saturday in the SWAC. I'm telling you. Because last week, who would have bet just $1 that Prairie View could have beat FAMU? Who would have thought in Grambling in the hole that the field goal kicker would miss a 28-yard field goal? So you never know, man. It's in the SWAC. But before y'all leave, man, I want y'all to check out the news show that I be on sometimes. They let me come on there. Hold on, let me find it. It's called Let It Be Known. The Black Press. And more than ever do we need the Black Press. I know y'all have heard about this this crap about supposed to be giving reparations and all that other stuff. I mean, it is what it is, man. We got to keep focused on that, and if we gonna be all right. We've been rolling since the end of the Civil War. We ain't gonna stop. But this show right here is called Let It Be Known. This is black news that you can definitely use. Trust me. And every blue moon you'll see me on there. They let me come on in and let me talk my stuff. More about sports, a little bit about politics, but more about sports And I always shout out and talk about the SWAC and what the SWAC is capable of, not only on the field, but in the classroom also. But yeah, you can check out Let It Be Known. Black Press USA. It comes on Monday through Friday, 6:30 Central Time to 7:30 a.m. And Stacy Brown and producer Griff, real good people. And you can go through that, and you can. You know, they interview just about everybody, from Chuck D to me. So trust me, good people though, man. All right, but that's all I have for y'all tonight. Check back with me Friday. I will predict the games, and don't bet on what I'm saying, but I'm gonna bet on what I'm saying, and that makes any sense. Trust me. At the Valley, at the Valley couldn't win on a 38-point spread. Trust me, I wouldn't have bet it. But y'all have a good night, man. Thank y'all for watching. Before you leave, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share it with a friend. Y'all have a good night. See y'all Friday. Prediction time. Later.